to ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the broadcast here, beyond the 7 coverage here of the
remaining.
European region, Kiev major qualifiers, and we got another
Reserve
good
time.
matchup coming at you. No doubt one that definitely has a bit of significance here, as we have Team Secret going up against
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Cloud9 in this round robin match. Team Secret.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Kind of tie, right? There's a bunch of teams on 5 and 2. Everyone's just battling for second to like 6th place, right?
Yeah.
Elements,
10 seconds
Alliance,
remaining.
C9, NIP are now up to 5 and 2 themselves. Secret have a game in
5
hand over
seconds
them.
remaining.
But it's getting close. It's getting very, very close. Of course, I think we can, pretty much say goodbye to alternate Big Boys
Reserve time.
and PD. Unfortunately, they're down at the bottom. At least PD
It's
and Big
kind of
Boys got to win.
expected though, right? Like, it's not like a surprise, as we were talking about earlier. Things are kind of shaping. The only big surprise so far is, again, Elements Pro, and the fact that they are 4 and 2, but with some impressive victories, both over NIP and Alliance, as we saw earlier. So, anyways, we got this matchup though.
Radiant team ban.
Cloud9, they've been drafting a lot of sniper. In fact, they go sniper. They went sniper earlier today. They go sniper here along with the Earth Spirit. They like their baby night sniper.
They really do. They've been like first picking it with like Earth Spirit or Ogre pretty much whenever they possibly can. Obviously, Ogre was
10
banned out
seconds
by Secret
remaining.
this game. But Wisp has been allowed to remain in
5
the pool.
seconds
Both of
remaining.
these teams very good with the IO. We've seen combinations of IO Ember Spirit used a lot since Liquid did it, about a month
Reserve
and a half
time.
ago, where you just roam around, you find kills, but more importantly, you can dive towers from like level 3 to 4 onwards against pretty much any mid opponent. Against the Sniper and Earth
Dire
Spirit,
team's
though,
turn
it's
to
a
ban.
little bit nasty because ES is very good at roaming around, controlling runes, and counteracting ganks and aggressive play like that. So Secret do have to take that into consideration, as well as the fact that usually it's Piladai that plays the Wisp and Piladai plays the Warlock as well. So
10
it might
seconds
actually just be a
remaining.
game where the hero's ignored completely.
Wonder if Drow Ranger
5
is going to be the
seconds
ban here for
remaining.
Secret. They banned Crystal Maiden, so now the
Radiant
Drow's
team's
left
turn to
open.
pick.
We mentioned earlier watching Cloud9 that earlier in the event they ran the Drow sniper combo.
That 5th pick Drow, yeah.
Yeah. So is that I mean, how scary is that? Like, is Secret really worried about that, you think?
Dire
It's something
team's
that
turn
they'll
to pick.
obviously have in the back of their heads, but as long as they leave themselves an out, some kind of gap closer. Ember Spirit has the remnants to jump onto the Drow. It's not that scary, but it's more about, keeping control. Run away
10
with the game,
seconds
getting
remaining.
an early helm and taking tier 1s too fast. Something else
5 seconds
I just
remaining.
realized Slardar has been ignored.
Oh,
and let all the way through as well. I was expecting Cloud9 to pick it up
Reserve
just because he
time.
pairs so well with the sniper, but again, it's a situation where both teams have, well, I mean, Cloud9 especially have picked Earth Spirit, which fits into that Slardar 4 role himself, and we're seeing less and less offlane Slardar and more of the roaming kind of support Slardar, while Secret could still pick it up for Puppy here. It might be a good idea just to mirror what Earth Spirit does, follow him around and make sure he doesn't have too much impact in the laning stage.
It would feel odd seeing a hero like Slaughter make it through bans and picks, not even touched at all the draft with a matchup like this of Secret versus Cloud9. So
Just ignored completely.
yeah, no, that is one hero that I would be absolutely shocked by. That maybe like a Lone Druid, Centaur, Coddle, kind of like the 4 up there. And yeah, sure enough, we see the other 3, of course, banned. Initially, again, the Ogre thrown in there too for good reason. As talked about, Noya plays a fantastic Ogre in the Sniper. But yeah, needing that buff for the Sniper, though, is definitely something that they will most certainly look for, whether it is that Drow aura, whether it's the Vengeful aura, as we mentioned earlier, and so on. So, but the third pick for Secret, man, they are really using all this time, sure, discussing it over. Puppy, ultimately the one that drafts it, of course, but they're going to be down to 30 seconds of extra time right here. But no doubt Slaughter has to be one of those options, but they end up going Mud, so they want a little more reach.
Yeah, we saw how well Yapsel was pudged it in the previous game, and you know, as the draft kind of progresses, you see Cloud9 fourth ban the Lifestealer, knowing that Slardar obviously is still in the pool, and knowing how good the combination between Slardar and Lifestealer is with Corrosive Haze and all that physical damage. But
5 seconds
more importantly,
remaining.
it's the carrier, right? It's this ability to jump on the Sniper past heroes like the Nyx and the Earth Spirit.
You're using up your
Close
reserve
that gap
time.
and get on top of Burger. 9. With that fourth pick, I really wonder where they're going to go with this, because we often assume Sniper mid, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where more often than not it goes. But I know in the early days of Cloud9, they did used to run Sniper safe lane a fair amount. And you're talking about sort of steroids or buffs for Sniper to have. The Bloodlust is gone. There's no Slardar for the there is Slardar for the Corrosive Haze, but it doesn't really fit into Cloud9. The remaining ones are like Invoker with Alacrity, something along those lines. Drow Ranger you mentioned with the buff up from the aura, but I'm not sure Baby Knight plays too much.
Maybe instead also another core like the Weaver, like a Weaver short lane.
Oh yeah, with the Swarm.
Yeah, it can help amp the damage that way, and also gives you another core and one that can kind of be in the more the front lines or cause an issue up there while Sniper's sitting in the back.
Can you smell bacon?
I don't want to say anything, but
I can smell bacon.
I am known as Bacon CPK sometimes.
Oh really?
I do smell bacon, and I believe Grace, one of the great people here at the BTS studio, she's actually been making bacon apparently. I went in the kitchen earlier, get water.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, what are you making? It's like
Making
bacon.
bacon.
I'm like, oh my God, you are.
5 seconds
Amazing.
remaining.
Yeah, see,
Oh, cool.
this is going to make this cast that much more difficult now.
Now, Visage.
You're using
This is
up
a
your
hero
reserve
that
time.
has had some big peaks in play. We used to see Visage a lot with Drow Ranger as a kind of 4-role support. You had the birds, you got the Drow Aura, you kill towers, you're annoying all across the map. But of late, a lot of pro players, especially like Visage spammers or people who like the hero in general, have almost
10
entirely
seconds
said
remaining.
that the hero is close to awful outside of playing it as like a
Radiant
solo
team's
mid
turn to
or
ban.
a solo safe lane as a core hero. So this might be an opportunity for Cloud9 to actually play the Visage for Baby Knight, who is obviously known for his micro skills after transitioning to StarCraft, coming back, playing Broodmother, playing Visage and heroes like that.
Leave it to Cloud9
10
to do
seconds
something
remaining.
like this. I mean, they feel like the team right now, at least in these qualifiers, that
5 seconds
they will
remaining.
really just do some radical stuff, and definitely have proven that they can do it well. So, but yeah,
Reserve
no,
time.
I hear what you're saying, and definitely I've not casted a Visage in forever.
I mean, it equally could be just the 4-role Visage again, or maybe even the hard 5, have Earth Spirit roaming around, Visage controls lane, but then you're still looking for that safe lane carry, which difficult option.
Yeah. Very curious here with the Visage, but we'll see how he makes use. Of course, those familiars ultimately helping to make the hero in general. I mean, he provides decent burst. The Soul Assumption, right? The one that, Soul Assumption, the one is a damage there. So as far as his potential of dealing damage could be there and as well. But yeah, what role we're going to exactly
Dire
see
team
him in
bans.
is kind of that question now. So the fifth and final pick ideally will help us get that information. So it really depends again whether they want to run that Nyx as a 4 instead as that off lane. But the final ban for Team Secret now coming. about, they're probably
10
going through
seconds
similar
remaining.
thoughts that we are in that,
Yeah.
you know, how are they going to run that Visage? What should we ban out here
5
as a
seconds
result?
remaining.
It's got to be tough when thinking about it. Okay,
Yeah, they just ban the Drow. I think that's the safest
Dire
option. You
team's
know,
turn to pick.
Drow kind of enables both Visage and Sniper, so
Yeah.
just taking that out of the loop. But that's the expected ban, so I'm sure Cloud9 have something ready to go with their 5th pick. But for Secret, there's heroes like Slark, Juggernaut that both take advantage of the Empower from Magnus.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
don't know where Ember Spirit's going. Could be safe
5
lane, could be
seconds
mid
remaining.
for either MP or mid 1. But we've also heard, you know, we've seen the shift away from the
Reserve
Veil
time.
magic damage Ember Spirit into sort of more boots of travel
5 seconds
Maelstrom.
remaining.
You
Bring
get,
the kilo.
yeah, you kind of go that direction. And also, there are a lot of players out there who still feel that Battle Fury Ember
Radiant
is
team's
very
turn to
strong. But
pick.
Team Secret,
I-
pressure play, terribly.
Yeah, they go terribly. You know, about that Battlefield, like, I keep hearing this idea that it's making a bit of a comeback.
But
Maybe,
never
like,
seen it.
I've never seen
No.
it since 7.0 at least, you know, since that Veil's
It's-
become a thing and magic damage has become a thing.
That's
10
the weird
seconds
thing, right?
remaining.
Because there are sort of 3 or 4 different, I guess,
5
paradigms of
seconds remaining.
So,
Dota.
yeah.
There's like casual pub play, there's medium level to high level pub play, then there's professional
Reserve
players who are
time.
playing in pubs, and then there's competitive play. So this whole Battle Fury Ember Spirit is, you know, professional players and very high level pub players who are Battle Fury, but it's yet to make that move into actual competitive play. Didn't expect Embersaw.
They've been running these similar cores, though, a lot. In fact, both games earlier today of Cloud, now that we've casted, it's been Timbersaw Ace, Sniper Baby Knight. So, I guess they just like this duo as of today. Now, Visage obviously is where it's pretty different here. That means, though, I don't know. Because we still don't have an answer, right? Like, where is this Visage going to end up? Now, again, if they've been doing what they've been doing earlier, you'd figure it's going to be Ace on the Timbersaw, and that means it's going to be a 4-position Visage with Nyx more the
Yeah.
off lane.
Well, the last couple of times they've run the Visage, Rise has been playing it,
10
and he's
seconds
usually, you know,
remaining.
their kind of hard 5, right?
Yeah.
He's their big supporter, while Neuer does the
5
roaming around
seconds
into
remaining.
Joe's lane. So I think it is just going to be standard lanes. Earthspirit roams into mid, maybe the next assassin. They've got the Visage, the Timbersaw of Ace. All right, we'll be there.
Prepare for
Here we go.
battle.
There's that Terror Plate, though. MP, of course, going to be planted here. Mid 1 is on the Ember Spirit, so it is going to be a middle Ember Spirit. We usually would expect, of course. We've seen some short lane Embers, but you know, this time around, it would be more of that middle instead for the typical early aggression being put out here by Team Secret as Puppy's all the way down here. He still has a ward on him, actually. He never ended up placing it. Got it out there as he's starting to walk away now, but they do block at least one camp so far. Camp right here with that sentry ward. Get back, so the early TP success sorts for Team Secret, and Magnus is setting up in the offlane. Yeah, that's actually true, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be an offlane Magnus here. That's kind of just hitting me.
Yeah.
30 seconds
Get
to
your levels.
battle.
Buy Iron Talon. He's actually not buying Iron Talon. He's got Stout Shield and goes for the Salve.
So certain with one idea, then all of a sudden, yeah. What else here? All right. So,
Okay.
well, for mitigating here.
I mean, I guess there's no real great way to kill Kezu unless he makes a massive misstep, because he'll have Skewer to get away from Rachel and the damage that he's supposed to output. They don't have any hard lockdown until an Earth Spirit rotates in. But
Let's
if Earth
get
Spirit
moving.
is rotating to kill an offlaner, I think that's fine. Keep the offlane safe. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah,
Hester Joe, what a player.
Right at the last second. And you know what? This is reminding me, too, that Hester Joe playing the Nyx, also a hero that they played with the Sniper and the Timbersaw earlier, and we were commenting on how fantastic he was in the previous game, at least on that Nyx. So it's not, honestly, not a surprise at the same time to see such a solid play being made right off the bat right there, and thus the 3-1 bounty rune advantage coming out. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing some more big impales from Joe Rotten playing the Nyx Assassin here. But he's going to have pressure at the top lane.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit annoying. A little damage at a time from Warlock is irritating, but Nyx has 4 HP in a second. Then you throw in a tango and you should be okay.
Well, now you got Butcher, though. That can change everything. Rob's coming out, going to walk right up on the Shadow Word is up. He's going to off another tango right there. Does have the 4-man heal, but that's not going to work. Too much magic damage ultimately coming through. MP credit for the kill, actually, with the Metamorphosis.
Yeah, up to 71 damage, just launching projectiles across like half the lane. No problem.
So definitely worth that cooldown to get the first blood.
In the meantime, though, mid lane should be going, I feel, better for Baby Knight. Mid one has played this incredibly well. He went for the 4-man shield and Quelling Blade rush instead of buying himself regen or saving up any money for the bottle a little bit earlier. So he's able to withstand a lot of the harass from Earth Spirit, and in the meantime, Noya is leeching experience away from Baby Knight. So you can see the level 2.5, nearly level 3 Ember Spirit against the sniper who just hit level 2. So you're going to have 2 points in Flame Guard, and maybe even kill power for mid one to turn around onto the Earth Spirit if he gets too ballsy.
Spirit needs to be careful about that turn around potential suggestion right here, as just about level 3, once one more creep kill happens, he will be getting it top lane. Nyx again taking some pressure from the Warlock. Saw earlier, if he falls, gets behind the punch, then all of a sudden that rock comes out and it's going to get away. Does he have spiked carapace? Yeah, no, he's still level 1 actually. Still sitting with that impale. Because of spiked carapace, it'll be a little more chance to escape, but he's not going to stick around for too long. He will get the bounty rune top. He heads back up there now.
Yeah, he pops to level 2 with that, fortunately, so he'll have at least a little bit to get himself away. Puppy's level 2 as well though, so now he has the hook and drop. Could spell danger for Earth Spirit if Puppy will smokes up or something. He's brought a smoke out to himself. Probably collect the bounty rune over towards the dire side of the map and maybe even rotate the spots in the lane.
Yeah, makes his way all the way down here, as he said. He has that smoke, not going to use it just yet though. It's definitely coming down here, however. They're going to be popping the shrine. Kiev back to full mana. Level 2 shockwave.
I was wondering if they maybe smoke together and move mid, because you never expect a roaming Magnus at level like 3 minutes in. Yeah. 1 point in skew and 2 points in shockwave though, it's a fair amount of damage, and maybe not shoving this wave into tier 1, so that could have been an opportunity for them to exploit.
And not taking advantage though, Gezu back in the bottom lane, going up to the test against A tier on that Timbersaw. How is he doing down here? I mean, Timbersaw 17-3, Magnus 10-0, so Magnus has been dealing with the Visage though. So that Rise, and meanwhile doing a pole cam, so keep an eye on Rise though and see the progress. Items on Visage, from my understanding, I guess Medallion
the majority of the time you kind of go Tranquil Medallion, I believe, because Visage is a very kind of static hero. You're very slow, you don't want to move from lane to lane, you can't really build or do anything great there. It's okay. But Tranquil's Medallion, and then you look towards the Aghanim Scepter. If you want to go for the early kind of ramp play, if you want to get up and running as quickly as possible to try and utilize the level 6. Maybe Nyx is not okay anymore. Metamorphosis into Blood Rock.
The hook just started to off actually, and couldn't get away from that point. As we were going over earlier, once he gets that hook especially, it's going to be pretty difficult even with the spike carapace to run away. Middle lane, by the way, mid 1. Taking some good damage with that travel, but now Noya needs to be careful. Hook, he's not going to get the angle. Good job by Earthspear running the other direction.
But you can see the turn there, right? It's 2 against 1, and mid 1 actually has the ability to turn and fight because there's level advantage over the 2 of them. The other route for the Visage, of course, is to go the greedy way. And we used to see this a fair amount where you go like Hand of Midas, so you can get your levels faster, get your Aghanim Scepter a lot quicker than you expect. Flash farm, you don't get farm priority to him unless maybe a safe lane hero. So actually, being able to go Hand of Midas wouldn't be a bad option, but I think Rise is just the sacrificial hero here. Like spam wards.
What about obviously Ags?
Yeah, Aghanim Scepter is like that's the end goal. Like, please, I just want Aghanim
like one
Scepter.
of these. Extra familiar, please.
There are some cool Visage builds out there, though. We've seen carry Visage with like AC and Maelstrom, because of course you get a lot of attack speed with your Grave Chill. You're relatively tanky, so you can be a damage dealer. It's much safer just to kind of utilize the birds, you do new damage.
Vision, set up ganks, push the towers. Only the potential being there, and it's fun to see unique stuff like this, especially against such a big matchup. This is for good positioning here on the EU standings, of course, as heads to Ron again will need to be careful into the sidestep. He doesn't put the sidestep, but it's close. Just out of range. Again, the butt gets tickled a little bit, so doesn't actually get hooked back in.
Dire's bottom tower
Dangerous, but he survives as bottom lane Noya's made his way down here. So it's just a little bit of a push for Timbersaw to get the tower to good damage into it. Not Half-Life just yet. They're
Radiant's
getting
middle
close.
tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
This is Pudge roaming up here. Puppy picks up that battery, wrapping around to the middle lane. It's an aggressive ward down, actually.
I think maybe looking for when that next assassin moves from lane to lane, or even the Earth Spirit. He does rotate the top lane, but Noya has been having nothing of this. He doesn't want to go and contest the TB, especially when Metamorphosis is being popped. Tier 1's being taken out. Tier 1 up here, though.
They're going to TP and Snapper coming up, spike carapace, and maybe, oh, he gets hooked back though! The save by Puppy, and could have set up the turn kills. Ever Spirit joins the party, Baby Knight will fall. I mean, that was a kill 100% on MP. He still might be dead actually, but the heal for the Warlock of the Shadower, keeping him alive. Heads to Orion, trying to run him down with those boots, but now he's turning around. Metamorphosis still ready to go, putting in the auto attacks, gets the turn kill.
Team Secret.
Beautiful teamwork on Team Secret.
They nearly had Noya, maybe with a hook, dodged. Nice.
But that, you know, he's lining up the assassinate, feel like good. He's like, I got this, and then, it's hooked right there.
TV's dead. TV's dead. Yeah, oh, whoa, what's
Tower is
happening?
under attack.
You got me. I didn't expect that rotation. I didn't really think that C9 would go and contest that.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
They nearly had it. Just Puppy's superior positioning, his knowledge of where to be at perfect times. But now Radiant have realized that they've got this observer ward up. Don't want Pudge to be running around and lurking in the river or behind them, or sneaking around anymore.
But did they counter ward there, or was there one there?
There wasn't a dire ward there, no.
Yeah, that's all I was getting at, because I think they figured one was there because of that positioning, but not the case, so.
Just right place, right time.
Exactly, it goes back to the experience and Puppy's playing for a long time. So. But yeah, the aggressive ward is in that middle lane as we're going back to it. Good vision for the team. Nyx Assassin, is he close to level 6? He is level 6 now, so he has Vendetta. Now looking for opportunity to perhaps use it. Going to run down Warlock somewhat, but not going to chase him down. But yeah, they figure, you know, he's one of those heroes where you hit level 6, especially coming from the off lane. Some heroes you're fine still farming, like an Underlord. Like, okay, keep pushing, keep farming, get that items. Nyx, I feel like, is one of those. You hit level 6. Probably want to start using that Vendetta.
Try and push your lane, make sure that it's not massively obvious that you've left. You know, if the enemy wave is at your tier 1 and you're not there leeching experience or farming, it's kind of obvious that you've left. But as Joe has shoved his lane into the enemy tier 1, now he's looking around going for the kill. Fortunately, Rise is not quite level 6 yet. It's one of the cool things you can do with these birds. Obviously, they just like fly over trees. There's no projectiles, they're stunned. They kind of just donk on top of your head and they stun you up. But with the Nyx Assassin scouting and giving this information and intel, if they had the birds, they could Vendetta, stun with birds, control up, and that would be a kill on Kezu there if they had the level 6 precision, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, he's still trying to get there. He does the pull yet again. I feel like this has kind of been his home down here. Just really a couple of these camps, and again, when he hits level 6, that's his spike moment as you're getting at. Oh, there's smoking by the way, middle lane. Hasted, Emperor Spirit also going to help with this, the Revenant in. Searing Chains, nope, not going to chaotic offering, so no Searing Chains just yet, still chasing him down. Actually, I guess he did use it before, Slide of Fist, using the Baby Knight. And eventually be ticked down, a couple auto attacks coming through. Chaotic offering helps finish off Fist of Jackson, Spike Carapace, saving the Nyx for now, but did one, he wants another kill. That Hatred just wearing off right now. It's just going to be enough, though, with the Flame Guard.
As it expires
as it goes away, that's that timing, though.
That's sad to see 9, but great by Secret. Mid one did pop the Searing Chains, but Searing Chains doesn't latch onto people in fog, and there was like a fraction of a second. I'm talking like 0.1 seconds, where Baby Knight went on top of the ramp, and mid one couldn't see him at an exact have that one down. They definitely trying to stop it. Roland and Twilight die, but they've walked into a trap.
Oh, first Spirit, he's like... he dies in return. Oh,
and Paladai has a regen rune. I think mid one's just going to say no.
No, this you give that to mid one, obviously. If they have a shrine, they do have a shrine. Yeah, just going to go use that. Unless Nyx can change that. Oh, man. This is awkward, actually. He can get the kill in a Terrorblade if he gets...
both? No,
Okay, he'll get the one. Yeah, they use the shrine, though, so... Well played right there. Oh, he steals a creep, too. There you go.
Got him.
Got him.
So it's been pretty quiet so far for Kezu and Ace, right? These two guys are farming safe lane, not moving at all. Wow. Was that just Puppy?
Yeah, no, Puppy, what made it funny, though, is I literally just went there with my camera right as he was getting hooked, and it just followed him getting pulled away again. These Pudge plays. Back-to-back games now. He had, Yapster the game before, and now Puppy on this game. Pudge has proven to be quite the effective pick as of late.
Yeah, he's very good. I mean, I watched a bunch of replays of people playing Pudge. I did like a short video a month and a half ago or something. Just, I was curious to see why Pudge is becoming popular. And the way Black and a bunch of other people play it is they basically just hide in fog and farm bounty runes.
Yeah.
Like they just walk around, find bounty runes, collect as many as they can, try and get to level 2, level 3, then to level 7 to get that max hook range and dismember. And if they're in the right place and just so happen to see an enemy they can hook, they'll hook. A lot of it isn't, you know, pre-planned. I'm going to walk here at 45 seconds past the minute mark, and they might come next to us. It's more about just, you know, enemy not knowing where you are.
Picking up that smoke attempt here from Cloud9. They understand they need to make some plays right here. They're going to try a Vendetta leading the way from Nyx. But well, look at that. I mean, Warlock just falls back with the Ember Spirit as if they saw that the whole time. And they have the presence of mind to keep their distance. No gank to be had. We'll stay alive. We haven't really talked too much about Timbersaw, by the way. I mean, he is getting pretty good far. He does have a bit of defiance right here, switching over to the net worth. He is second in the game, first on his team, of course, at 5,400 net worth. So that's a positive for Cloud9. What is going on?
But the trouble is, the trade-off is that Kezu from the offlane has got a lot of farm himself. He's like 700 gold away from his Blink. Miles ahead of me. He's about 1,000 net worth ahead of the Blink at this point. He's go in.
Got a offering. It's a couple right there. Ember Spirit going to be following up as well. Running 7 to the Hatred. He does. Oh my god, it's a Hatred Lord. Mid-1 loving it. Oh, he took the silence though. Now, actually, mid-1, the Hatred's going to end up being the bane of him right there. He ends up going down. Got a little bit too cocky. The turn kill successful. Timbersaw did fall in the background. Casey though, will he go down? Yes, he will. Noya able to finish him off actually. Boulder smash on through. Now that's Joe Ron. He's in pursuit. Does have another base. Put the Sunder at the last second, and now Noya running in fear. Will survive as he barrel rolls.
And then rolls into death?
But unfortunately, by away, I mean, yeah, into death. Into range of the Metamorphosis auto attack.
Oh, nice juke play to Hester Joe though. He actually gets away past Puppy, who's looking to the left, but he just lands the hook. Puppy sees it through the gap in the trees. But still going on?
Oh, I was going to say, he had a soul ring for dismember. He pops it right there, and now Timbersaw's going to die again. I don't use the word. No, I'm not even going to say it.
Okay, so, yeah.
You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, destroyed. So, I was talking about Pudge, and this is like the exact build that I analyzed that Black kind of made popular. Was Soul Ring Tranquils, you buy smokes, you have Windlace, you roam around collecting bounty runes, you make sure that you're hidden in the fog, enemies don't know where you are. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, but then it's the hand of Midas into blink then act. Because as Pudge, you don't want to be taking farm off the map of your team if you're just like hiding and maybe farming a few neutral camps. Midas allows you to get these talents up and running. Because he has a pretty good one. Not amazing like those or anything like that, but also it just keeps your gold flowing. Like, yeah, cool. Now take the bounty rune.
You know what makes that so unfortunate? As he is going to leave the bounty rune. Well, he literally put down that sentry ward just simply to counter ward. In case, I mean, maybe, okay, I shouldn't even say that. Maybe he didn't know that Nyx could have been nearby, to be fair. But because the way he put it right on top of the observer ward makes me believe that was the case. So, and just simply Nyx was there. So Nyx gets skilled, 15-3. Yeah, this Puppy MVP of the game for sure. He's level 11 right there, but he's opened up so much room for this Ember Spirit, who's level 12 and is skipping that Villa Discord. And you were mentioning that earlier on the draft. We've been seeing that more and more. So going kind of routine in that sense lately. Highlight died from Ace. He does have Magnus nearby, though. Magnus skewers in is going to do anything too crazy. TP out, actually. They're setting up at the bottom lane. They really want to make a play, but I don't think they're going to go. Oh, unless FB gets a little too crazy here.
Noya's super fast. Doesn't know where the rest of Secret are, apart from obviously the Warlock and Magnus, who showed top lane. But they've got Blink RP on Kezu now.
Oh, yeah. So where did it go? As there's a hand of Midas use as they're running towards that bottom lane.
What?
There's a catch on a mid one, actually. Locked down, it's real. God, he was, no, that's a pick on him, but he was playing Ember, what was it, yesterday? There was a game, I think it was against Alliance, if I'm not mistaken, that we casted that. He was kind of out of position a couple of times, so he out of Coffrey though with the RP, the wombo combo's really spike careful coming out, stalling a little bit, but not enough to save Nyx, although no hill will roll out. So maybe doing a bit more work than giving credit for initially. However, the chase, okay, Timbersaw will cut through Casey, so numbers actually works out for Cloud9 there.
2 big ultis from Secret, landing on 2 supports, and they only kill one of them. The off lane they only kill one of them. That's huge for Cloud9, just surviving that. Because now they can potentially defend the tier 2 bot lane and turn and fight. Sniper now having the Maelstrom, moving towards the Dragonlance. Birds are up to the Visage, we've got some kind of DPS in there as well. But Ace is starting to come online now. He's got the Hood, building to that Bloodstone. I'd love to have it now to just go and run into a fight and gain some charges. With the perfect timing window with all these ultis out in Secret.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they had to regen back in base.
Exactly, yeah. It was all nice sounding, but by the time they're able to kind of get there, obviously with the metamorphosis and the illusion being created for MP, that's what terribly does. Your bases or your tower dies before you can even really make that decision. So, but yeah, using the double ultimate, it's make it sound epic as it was with initiation. It felt like it should have been, but the supporting cast, not the targets that you necessarily want. And now we have an opening for Cloud9 to definitely make some plays. Nyx Assassin scouting out level 10. We haven't really seen much from Visage yet, gotta say. Ryan's playing the Visage here.
It's been a hard game, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of the Visage players have really taken a disliking to support Visage and only really like playing it mid, because you need levels. You need so many levels, especially playing it in this kind of hard 5, selfless role. It's so difficult to really utilize the opportunity now. Right now he's sitting on what? Lightstone, ground loop.
That creep just getting in the way from the hook right there. Almost landed onto what was it, Timbersaw, but
and power on top of Terrorblade when he's in melee form is actually sickening. So much.
Yeah, he's leaving down pretty crazy. And it actually goes a Diffusal Blade here to follow up the main south. For that item.
That's pretty cool. I guess you can diffuse off support like
Right, Carapace will stuck initially though, so giving him a chance to run away, but Fire Remnant in one. Shockwave will help get the kill. Gets credit for it, and now Visage as a familiar, but not even gonna say are dead. Actually, that was an illusion.
Secret are missing spells on purpose or something. I don't know. The missed skewer, then the missed hook. Well done, unfortunately. But they get both kills in the end, and the 2 birds, so a huge swing in gold for them there. And the majority of it goes across the Magnus and the Ember Spirit. Yeah, the Diffusal Blade on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think the main reason is like spell silence from the Earth Spirit, because Cloud9 have a lot of them. If they can actually, he's got man to end.
Kind of like the Juggernaut style there.
Like Diffusal is one of the best DPS items for Agi heroes in the game anyway. Maybe he's not buying it for perks, he's just buying it
just for damage,
yeah, because it's a sick item.
Whatever it is, he has it here, and he has the mana burn obviously effect as a result of that, so it could potentially be pretty strong too. But mid 1 has a Maelstrom finish, another 1,300 gold saved up as well. 12% spell amp, and you wouldn't expect anything less from the level 10 talent. Taking a look at that, anyone level 15 yet? Nope, but Terrorblade is actually almost there.
Very close.
6 health regen. Well, that going survivability over the increased damage throughout the game with the attack speed, but he will get 200 health, which also is survivability, so kind of buffing up him in the illusions here.
Yeah, exactly. It's the illusions. Just make sure that they are harder and harder to kill. Rise finally has his one item 20 minutes in. He has the medallion, but I just don't know how much work they're actually doing. Physical damage wise, they've got the sniper and that's it. Guess what? Tasted Ember Spirit again.
It's just hilarious.
3 in a row.
Have these all the time. That was kind of funky right there. And he actually went in and he got hooked by Pudge as he went in with the Remnant. So they were trying to collapse on a Nyx, and you can't really blame Pudge. Just simply unfortunate timing and obviously good pathing there by Nyx, and the ultimate actually escaped, although they didn't make it close to the end. Gets away. So KZU though, yeah, playing the Magnus here. We've seen a lot of these usually mid Magnuses get the Echo Saber even, kind of work off of the farm, and almost be a semi-carry of sorts, but being an offlane Magnus, this kind of makes more sense. He's more of the initiator, just a true initiator. he has the blink and now a 4-staff combo instead. So you like that choice to be more of a support utility rather than semi-carry.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I mean, they've got so much damage out from Embersphere and TVs, right?
Terrorblade, especially with that diffuser that he just picked up, as mentioned, and he's gonna have a BKB now too. So good luck doing good, consistent, good damage to him, let alone lockdown.
Magnus is just a walking empower, right?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You're just like, oh, bot lane, rise, all alone.
Are those cracks in
He's not gonna save him there.
The rest of his team at least are applying a bit of damage on the tier 1 top lane with the catapult wave. And they're hiding 2 heroes and only. Well, they showed Ace for a flash.
Leading on Dire's top tower.
Waiting around in that tree line. They'll show himself now and he's come out. But I don't think Scripts fully expect 2 guys waiting in the wings ready to pounce. MP might get a little bit too far forward.
Not the chakra. You know what he can. Execration actually gonna hit right there, and actually will get hooked in by Puppy now. Remember you, Nick's running on in. Run a combo with the Metamorphosis. The Impel ends up both, but the RP in the background from KZ. They do get the 2 killed. Timbersaw and the Knicks, and now Noya on the front. RP much more effective.
That was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if it was intended by Puppy, but when he was dismembering, he actually turned Rot off because he was out of range. But I wonder if he also turned Rot off because he was expecting Nyx to come in, because he can obviously, carapace during Vendetta to stun up the PUZ, cancel Dismember, allow his teammate to escape. But whichever way, Puppy, good decision making, turning off the damage over time.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to
As
last
well.
long.
And this opens up Roshan for Secret as well. It's just like seamless transition from one move to another. What was meant to be a bait, a trap at top lane, they turn it on its head and all of a sudden, there are 3 kills to the goodness. They're finding Aegis to push the range and trying to resist are yet to show why this combo is
It's unfortunate almost that, whenever you have a unique pick like this, that you like to at least see that do well. Maybe other reasons, but right now it seems like the Visage is just not having any impact, and you're kind of having trouble really understanding why they went this hero. But I mean, perhaps there's still a game left, and there's still a chance if they see this running in and charge at him with the Dismember. Now, of course, he has the stuns with the familiar, so he has but here comes Ember Spirit, and he can't stop it. Give it haste. No haste this time. No haste needed.
Can you see Ember on the map? If yes, assume he has haste.
This game, it seems like that's been the case. Warlock also still has Chaotic Offering, of course, so farm the middle lane right here. Almost wants to bait them out. But
Ember actually has a 4 Shivers Guard finished 24 minutes in. On top of
Dire's
Maelstrom,
top
but
tower is under
yeah,
attack.
that is
what do we think about that,
Dire's
actually? I mean,
fortified
obviously that will
structures.
reduce damage done to him by the sniper,
Are those
especially,
cracks in
and then
Dire's
having
top
that as he
tower?
jumps in.
yeah, just being able to slow the retreat of any heroes. Cloud9, they kind of want to create a line which
Dire
Secret has
has
to break
denied
and then
attack.
retreat up onto high ground or retreat behind a tier 2 or a tier 3 the way things have been going. If they are behind, that's how a lot of their heroes focus on snipers. So no jumping out of this one.
Timbersaw, he was on a mission of exploring the Dire base. He wanted to check out the buildings, and well, and hopefully he got some good pictures, because I don't know what honestly he was doing. Right, he was trying to avoid, get away the whole time. So to be serious, but yeah, he clearly was not going to be getting away out of that one. Just got ran down and eventually killed as a result. So Pudge, he's going exactly what you're saying. He is going to be going that axe.
I think this is one of the best builds. It's probably the greedier build because you do suck up like the first 10 minutes worth of bounty runes from the rest of your team. But with the Hand of Midas, it just pushes you and pushes you to like level 60, level 70, talents up. He's actually going for the opposite talent to what I call Black do. And I when I first saw what Black on Faceless' talent choices were, I was kind of confused, and I kind of rationalized and tried to understand why he went it. The Puppy's gone for the ones which I would consider normal or better. 8 strength over mana regen, 5 armor over 15 movement speed, I thought were good, but we'll see what it goes.
I can understand the other ones, though, honestly. I mean, move speed is always going to be decent on Pudge. The Rod especially, and just sort of chase people like in this case right here. Imagine if he had 50 more move speed. Catching up. Oh, the hook's going to miss. saw, just going to keep cutting through the streets. Here we go once again, the retreat mission. Heston picked off elsewhere, meanwhile.
Trying to snipe the courier.
What's going on with this, by the way? They catch MP by himself, but he pops him in a Morpheus and takes out Sniper. It's a solo MP right here. He's just taking out the whole team.
Killing birds, killing Visage, blinking forward.
Blinks forward, has the time to do so, takes out Visage, and now her spirit gets the hell on out of there.
Sniper fights back, but MP's under the wall. Oh no, he's got Aegis. It's fine, it's fine.
I would say that's well worth it. Wait, what he did down here at the bottom lane. Obviously, one of them. Warpus and the lockdown drill, and forced to use the counter offering. Assassinate. Sunders at the last second.
Where's the blink RP?
And then Sniper's gonna die. He sundered his teammate right pretty sure as he's going in. He ends up staying alive as a result. Has to Doran and big and tail's done, but that's only gonna delay just about death. And now the tower is gonna fall as well. I love that choice of Sunder punch. Hey, saved him and
Assassinate's not gonna kill him. You even see the pings coming out today. He wanted to Sunder off the wall off, but I guess it's
what just happened right there again that he picked off into Nick as you're talking about something like you're trying to maybe get the courier and he ends up getting down and then MP all of a sudden decided to go 1 versus 3. Takes out Sniper by himself.
Especially bonus BKB that the TV had, maybe unexpected like Cloud9 do still rely heavily on this magic damage. The conversation we had in the previous game, magic damage is fine. For the first like 30 minutes of the game, it's it's efficient, it's useful, it's a good way of killing people off and chipping down HP total. But once you hit that wall where heroes are massively overleveled and have BKBs and ways to deal with magic damage, it just doesn't cut it. You need someone to rip through armor, someone who can do physical damage. Sniper right now isn't that guy. They've got no one else to fit the bill.
Yeah, kind of looks back again at the draft as a whole, and we mentioned Slaughter made it all the way through the draft. That's physical damage and presence that could have potentially been an option to go another direction. Of course, that obviously the business pick kind of hammered on that enough. So pretty obvious thoughts on that. So Ryan, something unique here, clearly not working out, and although it's not over yet, I mean you're down 29-5 in hero kills, 28 minutes of the game. A while, and that's
the TB has the same net worth as Invitational. I think that tells.
So you're saying they're ahead?
A little bit. Maybe not.
December Spirit is running him down, found him, caught it. Obviously, you're at a point if you're Cloud9, you're trying to be extra greedy right here, and that's exactly what that was. But
that's like a lot of people watching, and I like as a caster, I read Reddit and I read YouTube comments and Twitch chat, and the amount of times I see people say, "Oh look, idiot feeding." You've got to understand that they are behind it. Like I said, they're going to be greedy. They're going to make desperation plays. They need to make something happen, and if that something is trying to farm that one item, shove out one wave pushing into a tier 3 top lane is something that Secret do have to address. It's something that they have to change their movements for, and Cloud9 are trying to do anything they can to force Secret to do something different.
That's never saw again.
That's not something different. That's the same thing we've seen before. It's Cloud9 heroes dying, unfortunately.
Kind of going back to what you're suggesting that clearly Ace again. He's just trying to. The saying goes, space created.
Oh yes.
Yeah. He's gonna fall though.
They're not in our base. They're not destroying our tower.
Exactly. That's a positive way to look at it. We're positive people here.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're in a spot that's going to happen. They're probably not going to be able to come back and win this game. The firepower just seems too underwhelming at this point. I mean, you even have Sniper, he's going to BKB. So the idea that they need more physical threat, that's not even necessarily going to be a thing. I mean, you could argue that BKB allows him to deal more damage for sure. I guess it could be, but they can. I was going to say they're going to do Roshan here coming up soon, and then they'll probably look to push and finish this game. Your Team Secret. So unless you catch them at the Roshan pit completely off guard for some reason, or you get a couple of picks here and there, buybacks maybe something, but
never refuse school.
Secret's in full throttle position to win this game, and it's going to be on them to lose basically.
The puppy paws.
Oh boy. Let's talk it over. How do we want to actually finish?
No, this is let's give our enemies a second to consider whether they want to call GG right now or if they want to call GG in 5 minutes time. I don't even think Cloud9 wants to move towards the Roche pit.
Yeah. smoke through it. It's like their only chance, but they have no vision, do
They've,
they?
they've got no vision.
Yeah.
They don't have like a Tide Ravage or a Magnus RP or any real ability to get that big wombo combo through. They've got smaller combos like Nyx Assassin goes in Carapace, stun, Earth Spirit rolls in with its stun silence, but following through with damage, again, this is something that we've looked at. Ace had a very quiet early game. His Bloodstone charges are now down to 2. Didn't really get much impact out of the hero. I mean, what's he sitting at now? 1-6 and 1, 1-7-3 on the sniper. Obviously, it doesn't look great, but not winning your lanes, the Visage and Timber didn't beat the Magnus in a 2v1. Kezu actually managed to keep up in terms of farm and levels. The other lanes suffered as well. You know, exactly the same scenario happened mid lane. It was 2v1 against mid one, but
yeah,
the Earth Spirit sniper, like, it's not the fact. There are these like weird situations where even if you're not losing your lane, you are losing your lane. Because there are certain matchups where you're meant to win, but you're meant to win so hard that your opponent loses.
That they don't get far.
Yeah.
You know, you really shut them out. So.
But the fact that they, shared experience between Earth Spirit Sniper and the Sniper had the same CS as the Ember, they in effect lost their lane. This is something new though. I've not seen a Solar Crest on PUBG in a while.
Again, Solar Crest has just gained a lot of popularity in general. This too, kind of another one of those trends that I'm noticing.
One of those sleeper items.
Merlini was suggesting earlier, it's got buffed quite a bit recently.
It got a lot cheaper actually.
Yeah.
It dropped, what, 350 cost? Because of Talisman dropping from like 1800 to 1450.
Now it's
pretty good.
26.25. I think some numbers got tweaked as well as far as the armor. Yeah, no, it's a very good value item, and again, it is kind of funny too. There's like an ogre match of that in one game, and they were trying to kill the ogre, and it was like evade. It's like, what the hell? Shouldn't be happening. Yeah, I also kind of thinking about the draft too, and hindsight now, kind of looking at. I noticed that they final banned the Drow, of course. Part of me kind of wonders if C9 went the Visage almost expecting to get the Drow. But then when you think about it, they would have been better off than just picking up Drow, because there's no way they're banning Visage like on the other side. So if that was the case, that was a fault of theirs, but
that's why I said I expected them to have something ready that wasn't the Drow, and I don't think it was that hit.
Yeah, again, this is the third game in a row. I want to say they've ran these same cores of the Timbersaw Sniper, so clearly they like it for whatever reason, and it's been decent in both their matches they won earlier. But now they're running into a team in Team Secret that really was up for the challenge, and making them pay for perhaps the decision. But their control of the map right now is Secret. Roshan's up, and they're going to go do that here. Bottom lane, Ember Spirit, he's trying to chase down. Oh,
no, he's not. He's not, dude. He's going to go get a bounty rune or something. Do you want to know how you can tell if a team has not given up in a game of Dota? Okay. If one of their supports has kind of Midas queued and they quick buy. Like, he has not given up. He's like, I will get this Midas. We will go to late game. we will get through this as a team.
Our Visage will become deadly.
Yep. Actually, Visage has a Midas. Like I mentioned, it's one of those items that's pretty good on Visage to get your levels going. But I don't feel as bad for C9 anymore. No, I'm not trying to be funny. Like 5 minutes ago, I would have said this. Like when Poppy paused in my head, this is game over, right? Secret have this in the bag. It's gonna be super easy. But a couple of lost fights for Secret, especially inside Raven Phase, with a hand to Midas on the Visage and potentially this Earth Spirit soon. The fact that Sniper still has a lot of room to grow, has a lot of item slots to fill, and there's one.
Oh, they are going to fill in. I'll talk to terribly far the top lane. Meanwhile, Wamba coming at me over here. Timber's up. I and Nick will get picked off, and now MG joining the party too. Down goes Visage, the buyback on Earth Spirit, but it's a 4 for nothing. And now they will make their way to the top lane. So yeah, Terrorblade is kind of a distraction towards the top, pushing it in. The rest of his team initiating in the middle. There's the tower kill. And again, no GG's just yet, but oh no.
Sec. See, I didn't get to finish my my spiel, right? Because I wanted to end it with a JK.
Okay. Oh, that didn't work out there.
No.
I love how that happened. Oh, look at that. They just call it GG anyways.
Yeah, it's game over. It's like mega game over.
It's
like
definitely.
when I saw the hands of Midas, like right, they're not giving up. I feel like it's gone from like a 99.9% chance of Secret winning to maybe like a 99. Like they've gained maybe 1% for Cloud9. The fact that they are still mentally checked in rather than mentally checked out in this game, and they're still thinking about further items to go for. I gave them a little percentage point. Go towards their chances. Secret was so dominant in this game.
They just all left without actually commissioning anything out, so Secret's like, alright, time to kill the throne.
Hey, time to kill it.
Finish the 5 versus nothing strategy. Alright, let's do a little more stat padding going on. It's gonna work out. So Secret, what does that put them at? 6-1 now, I believe they remain tied with Bear.
Yep.
At the top there. On the other side, Cloud9 looking 4-3. So again, they're definitely still in the running for a top 4 spot, but you know, a loss here is gonna hurt the chances slightly. But they still have 2 more games to play.
It's a bit painful because Cloud9 are now